Hi guys, so today we are doing a first impressions. I was sent the CoverGirl So Lashy mascara in the Influenster box. So they sent out a bunch of products in a box for us to try, and I wanted to do a video on this mascara because this actually looks pretty cool. So I'm very thankful that they sent it to me for free, and I thought let's try it and see, because I have discovered my very favorite mascara from Maybelline, and that is a drugstore brand. You guys know I love the Rocket Volume. So I thought maybe this could be a really good drugstore option. So I figured why not share that with you guys and do a review, because that's what we're here for. That's makeup, and I love sharing good products with you guys. So this could actually be another good find from the drugstore. I have been using high-end mascara as of late, the last couple months, but I am not opposed to trying something else from the drugstore, because you never know, you might actually find something good. So they sent it in the color Extreme Black, which I am very glad, because I like my mascaras to be as rich and as black pigment as possible. So here is what the packaging looks like. You may have seen this at your local drugstore, even Walmart. It has a pretty unique brush with a ball at the end. So if you're into that, you may like this mascara. I'm not opposed to having those little balls at the end of the wands. I think they could be useful. So let's go ahead and unbox this beauty here. So you have to put the wand into the tube, which I like. I think this is the only brand at the drugstore that actually does that, besides the Maybelline, the Rocket Volume. So here is a close-up of the brush before we get it all gooped up with product. So that's what it looks like. Very cool and very different. It's got an opening there, so we'll see how that sort of openness of the wand plays into applying it, because I feel like maybe that might hold on to a lot of mascara formula. So we shall see. And the tube is just black and silver. It's pretty basic. It actually looks a lot like other mascaras that they make. In particular, the Lash Blast, I think that's what it's called. That looks very similar to this, with that sort of tube here. So I've put the wand in here. I have nothing around my eyes, and I did wipe off the very tip of it because a little bit of mascara gets on there. Not too bad, but this is what the wand looks like after mascara has been applied to the brush. So as you can see, it's very, very black and rich. So I have zoomed you guys in a little bit more so you guys can see what this actually will do to my lashes. And let me get a mirror so I can look a little bit up close. So I can already tell on here, when I took the wand out for the second time, it does have a lot of formula. So we will see how this plays into making the lashes look. So I don't have anything on my lashes right now. So I do like how there is some different bristles on that unique brush. And it's actually plastic bristles. I don't know if I mentioned that before. But I do have some pretty long lashes. So we'll see if this actually works. And I'm going to use that ball tip to get right into this innermost area where I have really small, shorter lashes. And hopefully you can see that is one coat. I do like how that ball helps sort of lift that outer corner. It's not bad. The formula is a little bit wet, so you want to make sure that you're not looking up or doing anything crazy with your eyes. You want to make sure that that dries. I guess we could try another coat, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. That is the mascara with one generous coat. I did get a little bit of a smear, and if that happens to you with any mascara, all you have to do is just let those little smears dry, and then they just flick right off with a Q-tip or a dense little detail brush. You can just take those little bits off. But if you were to smear it while it's still wet, you're going to actually get mascara like formula on your you know, lashes or your lid and upper crease area if you have long lashes. That tends to happen to me sometimes with pretty wet formulas. So this is just one coat. That's what my lashes look like with one coat. I don't think that this gives me a lot of volume and length, honestly. I guess it's okay for just everyday use, but I personally like to have a lot of separation and just that fanned out effect from inner corner to outer corner. And I do think that this formula is a little wet for that, so I don't think that's going to be the look that I'm going to achieve with this. I feel like if I were to go in with another coat of this, I am probably going to get some clumpiness. I do like the ball for the inner corner and outer corners to sort of lift that up. Personally, as you can see, I will show you here, I just took it out of the tube. You see that goop at the very tip? You have to wipe that off really well before you go into the lower lashes. And even with that tip wiped off, hopefully the camera will focus here, you see a lot of product on that very tip, because ideally you could use a little ball type mechanism like that for the lower lashes, but because there's so much on here, I'm actually afraid to do that because I feel like I'm gonna end up with raccoon eyes. So I'm gonna try to wipe this off and see what I can get as a second coat with my lashes and hope that we get some more separation here. And I'm just going to do a very light coat. I don't want to go too heavy. Alright, so that is my lashes with a second thin coat on top of that. I don't think that it did much of anything with the second coat. I think, like I said before, the formula is just a little too wet. So I'm going to let these little smears dry and try to flick those off and then give you my overall first impression. So this is what the overall look is with the lashes. I didn't do anything around the eyes because I feel like when you do sort of first impressions on mascaras or review them, sometimes having a lot of eyeshadow can be distracting, or a very thick liner could be also another distraction where you can't really see what it does to lashes. So that's why everything is pretty bare on the eyes. I still have to do my lower lash mascara. I personally would probably never use this for the lower lashes because there's a lot of formula on this and I don't really like clumpiness, period. But especially on the lower lashes, you know, any sort of clump or gooped up mascara can actually transfer, and I'm afraid that that's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to like go in with some makeup remover to clean that up, and I can just already tell. I've been wearing mascara for many, many years, most of my life, and I know what I like, and I'm pretty sure that I can look at a brush and a formula just from pulling it out of the tube, and I can kind of guess if I'm going to like it or not, and I was kind of iffy about it. I wasn't opposed to wearing mascara that has a formula that's a little bit on the more wet side. This is definitely more wet than my Maybelline The Rocket Volume, which is my go-to from the drugstore. I also absolutely adore the Tarte's Lash Paint Mascara. That is my top high-end. And I get so much drama, length, and separation and fullness with those two that this just doesn't look like something that I would reach for. I think that if you like natural defined lashes, you may like this. If you like formulas that can kind of give you that sort of, I don't want to say spidery because I did have some separation. I didn't have like two lashes, but they are sort of clumped up together in a way, and they're not as separated as I personally would prefer them. So if you like this type of look on the, you know, mascara and lashes, then you may actually like this. I don't think that when you pull the tube out, the stopper that's in there that's supposed to clean off the wand, I don't think it does a very good job at cleaning it completely. I think it could be better. So I personally am not a big fan of this, and I just wanted to, you know, kind of give you guys my thoughts. It was sent to me so that I can review it, so I thought, what better way than to do it on camera? I think that this sort of style is kind of gimmicky, and I think people see that diagram with very full lashes and the backside where it looks like, oh my gosh, you know, this diagram is like lashes galore. But in reality, it's not quite what you get. You know what I mean? Like, it's very gimmicky. I would just prefer a very simple mascara wand, to be honest with you. I think a simple mascara, classic traditional wand, better of a job at getting every single lash. So unfortunately, I don't really think that this gives you bold, sexy lashes. as it says. So unfortunately this review wasn't as positive as I had hoped, but it may have helped you if you were interested in this mascara, if you've seen it and you're wondering if it's any good. If you take my opinions into consideration, then I would definitely steer clear of this mascara. It's not really that great. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found this review helpful, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.